It's hard to keep on these things when you're this zoomed in. I apologize. I'm trying to lead it, and it's definitely hard because I gotta look at this down at the screen, not up the jet, and I'm trying to keep it even with it, but it's not the easiest thing to do. But truthfully, this is as good as I've gotten before. I mean, as bad as this video is, I've gotten tons and tons worse. But, alright, there they are. Bug spraying us. Anybody wants to say that's chemtrails, you guys are clearly got your blinders on. But if anybody ever wants to know when they look up during the day or at night and they can't see the moon or the sun, and these weird clouds they're renaming. I mean, they're even putting chemtrails in cartoons. If you don't believe me, just type in chemtrail programming cartoons, you'll see. They need people to think this is normal when you look up to see big lines in the sky. It looks like a big tic-tac-toe board. It's sick, the agenda they're doing. I'll let you do your own research. I don't need to tell you what it is. If you want to know, you can look into it. But chemtrails, this is not. There's something else going on. I think I've already said bug spraying, so maybe I am already kind of letting you know what my thoughts are on it. But just look into it. Try to. Oh, I'm getting too close to the sun, I think. That if I don't, hopefully I don't look right into the sun. I've lost it. There he is. Let's see. I may not be able to find it. I'm coming towards the sun, so I'm not going to be able to turn too much further. See if I can't find where it went. Oh, without getting rid of the sunlight. Yeah, I've lost it. But anyways, it's about as good as I can do right now. I might try for another one. So the best one will make it on. So if you see this one, it means I didn't get any better. See that milky sky, and notice the sun's this direction. You can see it right there in the corner. All the milkness is there. And if you look everywhere else how clear the sky is, I just want to point this out. And that's not by chance. They're trying to block the sun out. If you can't tell, you got blue sky overhead, and go back to the direction where the sun is. You can tell where the sun is. Just wait till you find the powder. Just when you start seeing all that murk, they're putting it right where when the sun gets lower down. You can see where it's at here in the next hour or two. They've already got it blanketed. They don't want you to be able to see it. So those people that are further south of me, those clouds, call them clouds, that spray is a blanket already waiting on it. So the people, those clouds are not directly above me. Those are miles and miles away. It's hard to say the things in the sky. It's hard to pinpoint exactly where it's at. But I'm going to say could be up to a couple hundred miles away. But you can see everything's nice and ready for it, because the things on the ground are really easy to spot. It's like, you turn around, you see the moon in the sky right here. Here it is, right up here. Got the moon up in the sky. You could say it's 238,000 miles away, or you can be like me and say, oh, that's just a few hundred miles away. Likely, I don't even think it's 500 miles away, but probably not even that. It's localized, it's smaller. The sun and the moon, they both play follow the leader, making circles around the earth. Sounds silly till you look into it. Once you look at the flat earth model, if you want to look at the sun and moon paths and just how it makes so much more sense on a flat stationary earth. I mean, just like, for the religious people, just like your Bibles do, for the people that are into ancient history, just like all the ancient civilizations thought and knew and actually were correct in believing the earth is flat, it's not moving, we've been fed lies. And You have to unlearn what you think you know to see and know the truth. But either way, I started out just with the jets. Now I'm on a big flat earth spiel. But either way, just look it up or don't. I mean, if whatever. But my whole point is the things in the sky that look like they're just right above head, you know they aren't. So I'm looking at that powdered clouds behind me that the sun's heading towards. That could be very far away. You know, I could drive for hours and possibly never get out of that cloud system. I'm calling it clouds. That's how normalized these chemtrails are. I'm calling them clouds. That to get under that spray, it may take hours to get under it. You know, maybe I won't even be able to catch it. You know, if the wind's going that way, if the cloud was moving that way, you know, maybe possibly I'd never even catch up to it. But the things in the sky are very hard to detect how far they are because they're, you know, until the sun or moon is directly above you, even a few degrees off in the sky. That's quite a bit far. I mean, you can jump in your car, you know, if the moon's or sun's 10 degrees, 15 degrees off in the distance, and you was to drive your car towards it. I mean, you could drive all day if you're not in its path and it's not coming at you. You're not going to catch up to it. It's you know, we've all seen it. Been driving down the highway, look out the moon, and it'll follow you from one destination clear to your next one if you're traveling the right direction with it. You know, it'll just the moon's there in your window when you get from your place. You can get on the road for an hour or two, get back home, and the moon's right in your driveway. I mean, it just stays with you. So that's what I mean. You know, those planes are the one that I saw. It's quite a bit closer. Just to show you for those people that think it's contrails, it's been a good few minutes at least. I'm not sure exactly how long it's been. I wasn't timing, didn't really think to. Just kind of crossed my mind. But if you want to know where that dude was, I mean, you can literally see that flight path. See it? Where it was flying down, I followed it down in this direction. You see it? I mean, that's not a contrail, folks. That's going to be there. And that white murky stuff it's leaving, I mean, that's the one we just seen. The plane, remember, it's flying down to the sun. I was worried about getting in the path. And then this waved one right here, this wider one, that one's from earlier. And this one that's going parallel, that one's from way earlier too. I didn't actually see those getting dropped, but if you want to see what they look like a little bit, or yeah, I can see it in real life real good. Now look at those. See that A right there? When I was a kid, it wasn't. Ooh, that almost looks like a pyramid with the eye in the middle. I mean, that's a little bit. Imagination, you know, clearly that's not a pyramid with the eye in the middle, but you know, it's kind of got that effect. Clouds weren't triangles when I was a kid. You know, I seen jets fly, and I seen, you know, the contrails as a kid. I seen them. You'd see them a minute or 2, 3 minutes later, you'd never even know a plane was in the area. Not now. A plane flies over many planes. There's still some that just leave ordinary contrails. You see them sometimes. Starting to become the minority, I think. But I mean, these will last all day long. It's just like literally like somebody took a bucket of baby powder and just kicked it up in the air. I mean, that stuff will sit there. I mean, literally, I come out here in an hour, and they'll drift a little bit. They'll expand. They'll, you know, sort of change shapes. But I'll be able to show you the same stuff in an hour if I did it. In fact, this triangle, if I can think about it, let me see what time it is. If I can think to do it in an hour, I wouldn't mind. Let's see. Am I in front of the camera? I need to get in front of the camera. Let's see if we can't see this. Oh. What the world's going on there? Oh, I'm seeing my reflection. My camera is reflecting me in the camera, but my camera screen is off. Like when they call it a black mirror, they are not kidding. Look at that. That's just my reflection in the thing, but let me see if I can't turn it on and see what time it is. Show my menu. Can I read it? Let me see if I zoom back in a little bit. That's weird. Little black mirrors. Alright, my screen is on. You can kind of faintly see it. Maybe I need to add my brightness up. Okay, I got my brightness all the way up. Does that help? Okay, yeah, there we go. 6:57, Friday, April. So it's about 7 o'clock. I'm going to come back out at 8. It'll be dark if I remember to. I'm going to come back out about 8 o'clock if I remember, and everything goes the thing. And just check on our little friend, the triangle right there, and just see what it be like. So I mean, so we got a tree, and so we'll use that tree, and just for reference, we've got like a little red barn down here. Let's zoom in onto it. So I'll try to bring this in too. So I'll start at the red barn if I can. I'll show you the shot as I move up to this tree, and we'll check on our triangle in an hour. I'm going to really set my mind to trying to come back out to it. I'm not claiming it's going to look exactly like that triangle there, but you'll be able to see where it is. We'll be able to make it out. This is going to be, I guess, a 2-part, and I'll label it as such so people can check it out. But all right, see you at 8 p.m.